Hi friends, I'm Emily and this is Ink Not Blood. Sarah over at Novel Serendipity posted a video challenge for the 2019 VaLITines reading event. It's basically a VaLITines school dance booktuber tag. The hosts of this event have been creating a lot of opportunities for people to stand up and talk about what booktubers they love, and I think that's just great. So let's jump into the tag. Date or friends, who do you go with to the dance? So I'm gonna be that weird kid who brings a date from another school because the person I'm going to bring is actually not a booktuber. But she is one of my dearest friends and one of my favorite bookish pals, so she's coming to the dance with me. We play roller derby together, so to me she's known as Sonnet Boom, or Sonnet for short. Like I said, she's not a booktuber, she doesn't have a booktube channel, but you can check her out on Twitter. And I highly recommend doing so. Most recently, she posted a series of rage tweets as she read The Woman in White, which was hilarious to follow. The next prompt is the transfer students, two booktubers under 500 subscribers that you want to see grow and stick together. For this one, I chose Carrie Louise Reads and Tea Time with Naomi. I only recently became familiar with these booktubers and I just love them both. They're such sweethearts. They both strike me as people who I would just want to grab a cup of hot tea and sit down and chat with. As with all the booktubers I'll be mentioning in this video, the links to their channels are down in the comments, so you should go check them out if you aren't already familiar. The next prompt is Too Cool for School. This is basically two booktubers who you imagine sitting on the sidelines enjoying punch and just looking awesome at the dance. The first booktuber I've chosen for this one is The Book Pusher. Her rant videos and response videos are so good. She's definitely always bringing the sass and the salt, which I love. And I want to pair her up with Bow Ties and Books, who's a booktuber I see as being really smart and always having something insightful to say. I think these two would make the ultimate cool kids team and would really complement each other really well. If I saw them sitting on the sidelines at the dance, I would definitely be too nervous to talk to them. The next prompt is Dancing Fiend, the booktuber you imagine to be heating up the dance floor all night long. I didn't have to think about this one very hard. I don't know if she actually likes to dance specifically, but Maris from Under the Cover takes the cake on this one. She's hilarious on Twitter and her booktube videos are always super creative. She's super goofy, but she's also very clever. Seriously, she just cracks me up all the time. Maybe it was the book exercise video she posted recently, but I can totally see her dancing the night away. The next prompt is The Rebel. This is the booktuber you'd find wandering the halls instead of being at the dance, maybe looking for ways to prank the teachers. For this one, I had to go with the Book Goblin, because what else is a goblin gonna do at a school dance? Seriously, I bet he's got some good pranks up his sleeve. Next is Nerd Alert! For this one, I've chosen the booktuber that I would most like to sit down and nerd out with. And that's gotta go to my girl, Min Kobayashi. When Min really loves something, it is so much fun to hear her talk about it. Obviously, she's a book nerd, but she also likes things like Avatar, musicals, history. I mean, that's pretty nerdy. And I mean that as a compliment. I totally trust her tastes and would love to nerd out with her on pretty much anything we both loved. Next up is Class Clown, a hilarious booktuber who makes you laugh in every video. This one's going to Catherine Reads. In addition to having a compelling personality that just makes you smile, Catherine is also super hilarious in all of her videos. Not just with how she acts and what she says, but also her humor in her editing is very good. Her use of things like zoom-ins and voice pitch to emphasize punchlines, it's just so funny. Next is The Sweetheart, the booktuber that goes above and beyond to make everyone feel loved. I had to give this one to two different people, because can you really talk about caught between pages without talking about books are a way of life? When I was first starting BookTube, Vendy and Lou were two of the first people to reach out and be super nice to me. They even invited me to join with them in a read-along right when I had first started. And they're still always leaving super thoughtful and sweet comments on my videos. Seriously, both of these people have such good hearts, and I'm so glad to count them among my friends on BookTube. Lastly, we have Your Grace and Your Highness. This is two booktubers you look up to. First, I've got to start with Read with Cindy, the queen of salt. She's super smart and very creative. I especially like the very poignant videos she puts out, especially the Basic Bitch BookTube newbie tag, which is one of my favorite videos of all time. She's super genuine in her videos, and obviously people really respond to that since her channel has grown so quickly. To round out this royal pair, I'm also adding Common Spence. The content quality of his channel is so good. He always has something smart to say, his videos are so polished, and oh my gosh, those graphic design skills? So good. Spence has such a great personality, and at first you think he's kind of a cinnamon roll, and then the more you get to know him, the more you realize that there are definitely crystals of salt hidden under all that icing. So yes, these are two of the booktubers I look up to the most. Check out the links to all of the booktubers below and be sure to head on over to their channels and show them some love. It is VaLITines after all. That's all for the tag, but you know what comes next. It's an awkward goodbye. These just keep getting weirder and weirder, I'm sorry. See ya! Her use of things like zoom-ins and voice pitch to emphasize punchlines. Wow.